Hello, Thomas D. Cat family. Today is May the 23rd, 2023, and I want to teach you something that's morally important. First thing you want to do, if it's someone that you consider as a rival, that's a heated one, then you don't have to like them per se. You don't have to like them. But it's best to keep your opinions to yourself. You don't want to say something where you're instantly going to regret what you've said, because words are irreversible. Or rather, this saying I've taught myself, when you cause injuries to someone, you bring disease to yourself. So watch how you treat people, in other terms. Or rather, Galatians 6:7, do not mock God for what you have for what you reap to someone, you will soweth. In other terms, God will justify your past actions. And so if you treat someone unharshly, someone will treat you harshly, or it's going to be the same person. In my opinion, and yes, it's true, God punishes you through his people. Well, whether it's the same person that you've hurt in your past, or it could be the same person, or it could be a different person, but it's just treating you the same way. Number two, even this one is very important, but keep your opinions to yourself. Actually, rather, that's just tied up to number one. But the second thing is that if you don't want to speak to them, it's just simple. Walk away. If you don't want to say anything to them and you feel like you want to walk away, that's fine. And just do it. Because I applaud you for taking the high road. Because that way you don't have to worry about making a mistake you're going to regret personally in life. The mature person makes a good choice. And the strong person is willing to talk issues through. The mature person just walks away. And does what's right. The third part is very simple, but you don't have to block someone. If you block to just be hasty, then let me be honest with you. That's going to be damage that may be irreversible to you. But if you block somebody that you remembered because they've hurt you in your past, and they want to talk things through, please respect that request. Respect the request and just acknowledge that you're gonna hold them accountable on why they are going to explain. And when I mean by being held accountable, holding the person that held you accountable, I mean that you need to listen to what they say on how the explanation. And if you're just too airheaded or too stubborn to accept that, then forget it. You can just be miserable. And then the fourth thing. This is number 4. Well, you have to make sure that you have to remember that time doesn't change. I will reference a movie here that I watched personally here twice. Once when I was in high school, all through clips. Second, and 2 during right now in my college days. Look, I will give you a spoiler alert. In the mall, one of the malls I learned from Regular Show, the movie, time, don't obsess over going back in time. You will not change, you won't be able to change the past. But it's very important that you acknowledge the choices that you've made and that you fix those choices. It's just with a simple sorry, or with a crystal clear apology. But you have to elaborate the reason why you're sorry. So that's another thing that's very important. Because I've learned this many times about time. I've learned this from David McCallum out of Derek White's perspective. Of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien from when I was in middle school. Time is meant to stay. Hey? Again. And time is meant to stay. Hey, and I know that he said that from Derek White's perspective. The third time from Spy Kids has reinforced what Derek White said. And you can't go back in time. And like David McCallum said, again, once that time is used, you can never have it back again. So, and that's what you need to acknowledge. That's the crucial element you have to understand from my perspective. And then number 4 is be willing to accept the fact that you cannot change the past, but you can learn from the past. You can learn, because I learned this from Wilmer Valderrama, personally. We don't always get to choose what happens to us, but we can choose how it shapes us. I credit to NCIS for teaching me that personally. Because that way it teaches you that the past is what shapes you. So whether you're willing to learn from your teachers or not. And if you're willing to be the opposite of your teachers. But that's definitely up to you if you want to learn this right now. I promise you. Your life is just based off choices. So my question is are you willing to accept the choice of remembering that this video is to help you reflect on why you should remember about time. Are you willing to take the courage to forgive the person that wronged you? And are you willing to teach others the importance of maturity through your behavior and how you learn? and why you've chose to learn on the hard way. So now you know. So please, like I said, like I'm gonna say right now, before wrapping up, if you have any questions about more videos you want me to do, please leave a comment below. Oh, but like I said, please comment, like, rate, share, subscribe, discuss, and you have a good night.